Hello, my dear patrons. Today's video is entitled Sweet Spot, and it's about being on track with your planner. The sweet spot is when you are actually using your planner morning, noon, and night, depending on it, leaning on it, missing it if you can't find it. It's really a part of your self-discipline. And so that sweet spot is that balance that you feel when you're using your planner. There are so many things that build into this sweet spot. For example, when I say, I see you and I have a plan for you, and I tell you to put it in your planner, my planner's right down here, sometimes you don't put it in your planner. And so that can rock your world a little bit if you go the next time to that zone and you say, darn, I didn't put it in there. But you said, I see you and I have a plan for you. So you need to put it in there. You'll need to understand which zone is when. So zone 1 is that first week that starts with a 1, the first of the month. So for example, in this month, June 1st was on a Tuesday. So zone 1 started on a Tuesday, and it will extend till Friday. Now, for those of you who are payroll and you want to work your zones on Saturday, you work it just like the homemakers at home homemakers did. The payroll homemakers work it like the at-home homemakers. So that means they'll work zone 5 one day, and then they'll have 3 other days, which will be zone 1. I know there's 4 other days in the week, but the at-home homemakers only work on it 4 days a week because they have a off day. So you at-home homemakers, this is how your week would look. Zone 5, and then maybe Tuesday is your free day, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, zone 1. The next week is automatically zone 2, 3, 4, and 5. The month of June, this particular month when I'm making this video, and you may be watching this later, and that's okay, but it ends with the 28th, 29th, and 30th on a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So that's zone 5 again. And then Thursday and Friday is the 1st and the 2nd. That's zone 1. So it can be different each month. So if you look at July, we'll just go to July real quick. The first half, it starts on a Thursday, so it's only 2 days, Thursday, Friday. And the last week of the month, the whole week, is the 26th through the 30th, so that's zone 5. You only have your zone 1 for 2 days that week. So you've got more zone 5 and less zone 1, where the month before you had more zone 1 and less zone 5. Don't worry about it, just do it. So zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, zone 5. Zone 1 is your entryways. Zone 2 is your kitchen. Zone 3 is your hall bathroom, the main bathroom, and one other room, like a child's room, a guest room, a craft room, an office, a laundry room, a sunroom, a den, all those, a mud room, those can all be other rooms. Zone 4, the week after that, is the master bedroom, master bathroom if you have one, and master closet. And zone 5 is the living room or living room dining room area. If you have a formal living room and a formal dining room and a great room, then I would say the great room would be 5. And I would say zone 3 would be other for the formal living room, formal dining room. Okay, so you don't try to get it all done, all of your rooms at one time every month. You just change up, because those rooms aren't going to be used as much as in this example than the family room. Okay, so when you see something in, let's say, your family room that needs to be done and you hadn't planned for it, and it's calling your name saying you must come do this right now, you have to say, I see you and I have a plan for you. You take your planner and you go to the next month and you write it down and you say, I'm going to do this thing in my living room the next time I'm in the living room zone. Okay, I'm sorry. So that's one thing. Another thing to do is to plan out. I'm almost not wanting to mention this, but I'm going to. A control journal is something that's used by the FlyLady system. I really kind of call it a schedule journal. And it's just, each room has a plan. And that plan is from ceiling to floor. If somebody was costing you nothing, money was no object, and you had somebody who could do it all for you, what would you have them do from ceiling to floor in each room? And you keep a page for that. Okay. And then you look at it when you get to your zone. Say I'm in zone 5, the great room, for example. And you say, okay, zone 5, the great room. I said that I wanted to have the ceiling corners checked for cobwebs. I need all the woodwork polished. I need the windows cleaned, the windowsills cleaned, the blinds cleaned, the cushions, under the cushions cleaned, behind the couch cleaned, under the couch cleaned. The carpets really cleaned really well. The baseboards cleaned, etc. So you've got like plans from ceiling to floor. Now you might say, well, some of these things aren't going to happen every month when I go in there for that 4 days. Some of those things might only be every 6 months. So let's say cleaning the inside of the windows. You only need to do it every 6 months, and you think. So you write down every 6 months. Maybe cleaning behind the couch you want to do every 6 months. Maybe under the cushions every 3 months. Maybe polishing the hardwood furniture in there every 4 months. So you write all that down, and then when you get ready to plan out your room, when you get to planning and desk day, you pull that page out, and then you work on that page a little bit, trying not to make it too complex, but instead saying, okay, I'm going to do this one every 6 months, but I'm going to start with it right now. And so from 6 months from now would be December. So the next time I have to do this is December. And I'm going to put a note down there, December. So June and December. Then I've got these other things that I'm going to do quarterly. Well, I'm going to do them in July, October, January, and April. So you pick out, so you're not like cramming everything together in the same time. And then these things I need to do 3 times a year. I'm going to pick some months for them. So you might have some that overlap, but in general, just 1 or 2, and then the rest is your general things that you're doing in that room. Then I would suggest that you put a time by it. Once you do it, time it. Don't get stressed out about it. Just time it, kind of in general, time it. How long did this really take me? I thought it would take me 30 minutes to do the windows, but it only took me 10. I thought it would take me 20 minutes to clean the windowsills. It only took me 3. I thought it would take me an hour to clean all the blinds. It only took me 30. Okay, so you'd write that down. So when you're planning your week, you've got 1 hour's worth of work. You could say, okay, I'm going to take this 30-minute job, and I'm going to split it into 2 days. And then I'm going to take these 3 little jobs that add up to 15 minutes and add that one. And then this other one that takes 15 minutes. Those are my jobs for this week. And you put it in your planner. Okay, and when you get to the next zone, you do the same thing. So that you really have a master plan for your house. And you're not so stressed not knowing what to do in that room. And the point is, you want to clean it before it gets dirty. Okay? So if something's really dirty and it's been six months, then well, I probably need to bring this back down to every 4 months, and you adjust your plan. This is not in concrete, but you're just going to work on it a little at a time until you get it the way you want to, so that your calendar is spot on, and that you're feeling that balance, and you're feeling that sweet spot of knowing what you have to do and being in charge, being centered by following your planner, the tool that is required for this job. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, patrons, and I hope that you always remember to be beautiful, because you are beautiful.